Good afternoon, class. So, our lesson for this week is about the ways of service payment, or in other words, we will focus on salaries, wages, income, benefits, gross, and net earnings. Kapag kayo guys ay, nakagraduate na kayo at kayo ay nagtatrabaho na sa mga kumpanya, kayo ay employed, ito na yung time na yung sweldo, yung salary, yung wage, yung inyong mga income, earnings, benefits, may encounter nyo na. Sa ngayon, inihahanda kayo tungkol sa konsepto ng mga terminologies na ito. Pero pag kayo ay nagtatrabaho na, marirealize nyo na ang mga bagay na ito. Lalo ang sweldo at yung mga benefits at saka mga deductions. Ang una nating pag-aralan ay talakayin ay ang tungkol sa salaries and wages. May pagkakaiba ang salary sa wage. Ano ba ito? So, salary is the compensation usually quoted annually or monthly for an employee. Basahin muna natin ang wage. On the other hand, wage is compensation quoted in an hourly or daily rate for an employee. So, salary earners usually get paid every 15 days or bi-monthly, while wage earners usually get paid either weekly or sometimes even monthly at their employer's convenience. So, nag-gets ninyo yung pagkakaiba ng dalawa. Pagka sinabing monthly or yung 15 days, bi-monthly, salary yan. Pagka daily, piece rate, wage ang tawag dyan. Hourly, yan, wage yan. So, normally dyan, no work, no pay. Diba? Ganun naman sa salary. Pero, sa wage kasi, no, lalo kung piece rate, kung ilan lang yung nagawa mo, yun lang ang babayaran sa'yo. So, the daily or hourly wage of an employee can be computed from his monthly salary. Siyempre, ang basis pa rin ng computation niyang mga pang-wage ay ang monthly or annual salary. So, ganun pa rin. Dinidivide lang kumbaga. So, example natin are examples to emphasize the difference between salary and wage. So, example 1, a tutor who is paid 200 per hour is earning a wage. Kasi 200 per hour. So, how much does he earn for a 10-hour week work? So, hourly basis to So, syempre, if he works for 10 hours a week, then he will be paid 2,000 for that week. 200 times 10, so yun lang yun. Example number 2, a university assistant professor is usually given a monthly salary. If his salary is 40,000 per month, how much does he get every 2 weeks? So, ito naman, monthly salary ang basis natin, pero ang tinatanong ay every 2 weeks or bi-monthly. So, dito, syempre, divide mo lang by 2, which is 20,000 for every 2 weeks. Example 3, a fast food service crew is paid per hour. Ito naman, per hour. If he is paid an average wage of 77 per hour or 77.43 per hour, how much will he get if he works for 6 hours and 6 days a week for 4 weeks? So, ito, per hour, so multiplication lang. So, if he works for 6 hours a day and 6 days a week for 4 weeks, then he earns a total of 11,149.92 for that month. So guys, dito, mapapansin nyo, multiplication, division. So, ganun lang siya. Doon lang umiikot. sa salary and wage. So, Article 103, time of payment. Kailan ba dapat magpasweldo ang employer? Wages shall be paid at least once every 2 weeks or at least Yan, ibig sabihin, dapat in every 2 weeks may nangyayaring paswelduhan. At least isa. Okay? Or at least once every 2 weeks. Or meaning twice a month at intervals not exceeding 16 days. Hindi raw dapat lalagpas ng 16 days. So dapat 15 days lang ang magiging yung parameter mo, no? Yung bilang ng araw bago ka sumweldo. If on account of force majeure or circumstances beyond the employer's control, payment of wages on or within the time herein provided cannot be made, the employer shall pay the wages immediately after such force majeure or circumstances have ceased. No employer shall make payment with less frequency than once a month. So pagka may nangyaring mga emergency, force majeure, or acts of kalikasan, so dapat after nun bayaran na agad siya. Yun yung ayon sa ating batas. At sabi, walang magbabayad ng mas mababa sa isang frequency in a month. Ibig sabihin, hindi po pwede yung zero payment or walang pasweldo in a month. Yan. So, dapat dalawa. Okay? Kasi yung every 2 weeks dapat may isa. So, edi lalo na guys, hindi po pwede na wala. The payment of wages of employees engaged to perform a task which cannot be completed in 2 weeks shall be subjected to the following conditions. In the absence of a collective bargaining agreement or arbitration award, that payments are made at intervals not exceeding 16 days in proportion to the amount of work completed. That final settlement is made upon completion of the work. So, ito yung mga batas patungkol sa pasweldo. At ito ay ang ating Labor Code of the Philippines. So, ikalawa, we will discuss about income and benefits. Okay, guys, mabilis yung ating discussion ngayon, Income and benefits. Income is the money that an individual receives in exchange for providing a good or service or through investing capital. Income is a broader term than wages and salary. Of course, guys, siyempre isipin nyo, wage tsaka salary, may tinatanggap kami dyan, edi income yon. Pero sabi nito, broader than wages and salaries. Wages and salaries are income to the persons receiving it. However, for people who are not employees, their income may not be in the form of wages or salaries. Bakit salaries and wages ang term natin? Kasi may employer-employee relationship. Empleyado ka. Pero sabi, kung ikaw ay hindi naman empleyado, pero may tinatanggap ka na income, so hindi natin masasabing salary yon or wage. It may be in the form of commission. Kung ikaw ay, nangungumisyon lang sa benta. Rental, if they have properties they rent out. Ikaw ay nagpaparenta. Dividend, kung ikaw ay may investment or ikaw ay stockholder. Royalties, if you are an author. And other income for whatever endeavor they engage in, including profit-making business. A business firm's income is in the form of profits the business earns. So, nakita nyo guys yung pagkakaiba ng income per se dun sa wages and salary. Ang wages and salary ay part lang ng income. Siyempre, mentioning those terms makikita natin na yung mga binanggit nating examples other than the salaries and wages, they are the sources of income. So other sources of income, farmers, fishermen, and vendors earn income by providing goods such as crops, fish, and vegetables respectively. So binebenta nila yan. Individuals may earn income by investing their capital in stocks, mutual funds, or bank deposits. Yan. So, paano nagkakaroon ng income? Sa stocks, no? Sa dividend, mutual funds, tsaka yung bank deposits, yung mga interest niyan. Then, commissions, rental, dividend, royalties, and others. So, marami pang pwede tayong pagkuhanan ng income, guys, no? Hindi lang itong mga nakasulat dito. Now, income and benefits, example natin, Mimi is a stockholder of the Wisdom Corporation. For the current year, the corporation declared 10% cash dividend to stockholders. Mimi owns 1,000 shares of the company or company's 10 pesos par value shares. So to compute her dividend income, Mimi's dividend income is equals to, ito yung formula, no? Number of shares times dividend rate equals 1,000 shares. So, i-multiply natin sa 10 pesos par value at or times 10%, no? Equals 1,000. Ayan, no? So, yun yung kanyang dividend. So, example number 2 natin, Daniel Mon is an author of his book sold 2,500 copies for the first semester. His book sells at 375 per copy. He receives a 22% royalty from his publisher. So, anong computation ng royalty? 2,500 times 375, sabi 22%, o di-multiply natin si 22%. So, it is 206,250 pesos ang kanyang royalty. Now, benefit is an employee compensation given by an employer on top of the basic salary or wage. Okay, note that benefits may come in the form of cash or in kind. So, ang benefit daw ay employee compensation on top of the salary and wage pa. Iba pa ito sa salaries and wages na natatanggap natin. So, example ay ang cash benefits na 13th month pay, yung mga bonus, rice subsidy, transportation allowance. So, yan yung cash benefits. Sa non-cash benefits naman, yung mga SSS, GSIS, Pag-ibig, PhilHealth. Pero mamaya may makikita kayo mamaya tungkol dito sa mga, I think, next week, yung tungkol sa deductions. Okay? Kasi guys, kung kayo ay nagtatrabaho na sa payslip nyo, kung kayo ay binabawasan ng SSS, GSIS, Pag-ibig at PhilHealth, so makikita nyo as deduction yan sa payslip nyo. Okay, pero bakit ang sabi dito benefit? Di ba nag-iisip kayo? Benefit, dinideduct sa sweldo namin. Kasi guys, ang totoo niyan, may share ang employer. Okay, halimbawa sa Pag-ibig, share nila 100. Ang share mo rin 100. So, ang nag-reflect lang doon sa deduction sa payslip mo yung 100 na binawa sa sweldo mo. Pero ang niremit ng employer sa Pag-ibig ay 200 dahil meron din silang share at iyon ay for your benefit. Ayan. So, ganun din naman sa SSS, GSIS at PhilHealth. May share din sila. Next one is gross income and net income. So, dito pa lang guys sa terms, gross at net. Alam nyo na yung pagkakaiba niya. So, gross income of an individual refers to the total amount he or she earned before deductions are made. Before, bago nangyari ang deductions, or pagbabawas sa ating sweldo sa payslip. Other adjustments may be payment for loans, etc. So, ibig sabihin guys, no, kung may loan ka naman na binabayaran, so dinideduct din yan sa iyong gross income. So, example, a teacher who gets a basic monthly salary of 20,000 and a living allowance of 2,000 per month has an annual gross income of, so paano? 20,000 times 12 plus mo yung 2,000 times 12. So, it is equals to 264,000. Yun yung kanyang gross income. Example number 2, a policeman who gets a basic salary of 25,000 per month, a living allowance of 2,500 per month, and a hazard pay of 12,000 per year, has an annual gross income of 25,000 times 12 plus mo yung 2,500 times 12 plus mo pa yung 12,000. So, ang kanyang gross income ay 342,000 pesos. So guys, no, ganyan lang kadali intindihin yung gross income. Kabuuan bago ang deductions. So, ang net income naman, it is the net income of an individual is the difference between his or her gross income and deductions. Okay, nag-gets niyo guys? Net income ay ang difference. Okay, gross income, may minus natin ang deductions, it is equals to net income. Ang mga deductions ay income tax, SSS or GSIS contributions, PhilHealth, and Pag-ibig contributions. Okay, the deductions can be a fixed amount or a percentage of the basic salary. Kaya nga guys, no, kapag narinig natin, magkano ang sweldo mo? 10,000 net of tax. Ibig sabihin, bawas na si tax doon. Kaya naman, magkano sweldo mo? 10,000 net of deductions. Ibig sabihin, neto na yon, binawas na si SSS, si GSIS, or ang PhilHealth at ang Pag-ibig. So, ganyan pagka sinasabi nating net income. So, dun pa lang guys, no? Alam na ninyo ang pagkakaiba ng gross income at ng net income. So, example number 1 para sa gross income and net income. A teacher who gets a basic monthly salary of 20,000 and a living allowance of 2,000 per month has an annual gross income of 264,000. Ito yung example natin kanina sa gross income. So, suppose this teacher has to pay every year 22,500 for income tax, 4,500 for PhilHealth, 1,200 for Pag-ibig, and 6,975.60 for SSS contributions. Then, his annual net income is, so, paano? Gross income na 264,000 minus, pagsama-samahin natin lahat ng mga mentioned deductions. So, ang iyong net income ngayon ay 228,824.4. So, yan. No? Example number 2. A policeman who gets a basic salary of 25,000 per month, a living allowance of 2,500 per month, and a hazard pay of 12,000 per year. Magkano ang kanyang gross income? 342,000 pesos. So suppose this policeman has to pay annually. Annually means yearly. 25,000 for income tax, 4,500 sa PhilHealth, 1,200 sa Pag-ibig, at 27,000 for GSIS. Then his net annual income is 342,000 gross. I-minus natin yung mga deductions. This is equal to 284,000 pesos. Yun yung kanyang net income. And by the way guys, no? Magkaiba ang SSS at Pag-ibig, no? Yung Pag-ibig, ito ay para sa government employees. Yung SSS naman ay para sa mga private employees. So, hanggang dyan lang guys ang ating lesson for the week. Napakadaling intindihin guys, basic na basic yan sa atin, no? Kasi everyday, naririnig natin yan, familiar na familiar tayo dyan pagdating dyan sa income, gross income, income or earnings sa ibang salita, no? Tapos yung mga benefits, no? Alam na natin yan. So, before we end our discussion, this is our question of the week. A university professor who receives a basic monthly salary of 80,000 pesos, a living allowance of 2,000 per month, and has an investment of 500,000, which earns an interest of 6% per year. Suppose this university professor has to pay also each year 245,880 for income tax, 12,000 for PhilHealth, 1,200 for Pag-ibig, and 86,400 for GSIS contributions. Okay, the question is, what is his, first is gross income, and second, what is his net income? So write your answers on the comment section. So that's it for today guys. See you again next week for our extensive lesson regarding this matter. Okay, so see you next week. Have a nice day.